Hello guys, let us move to the another topic, that is predicting recipe rating using ingredient network. So what is that? Predicting recipe rating using ingredient network. So why this recipe rating came in social engineering? So let us consider one example so that your concept will be clear. So why we need recipe rating, that is not respiration, recipe rating using ingredient network. So what is ingredient network? Ingredient network is nothing but the networks describing and sharing of favor compounds of culinary ingredients that are nothing but the ingredients which are which forms a link, which has a link between them. I will explain it, so don't worry. Ingredient What is ingredient network? So ingredient networks are networks describing the sharing of flavor components of culinary ingredients. So what we'll be doing is that, for example, if we take two curries, that is chicken curry, chicken chicken curry as well as the fish curry. So what we will be doing is that we will be seeing we'll be finding that is there any relation between relation or the components or the ingredients which are similar in both the curries. That is what we'll be dealing in ingredient network. So what we'll be doing, what are the ingredients required to make a chicken curry? So major one is the chicken we need, and the oil we need water also. So we need spices. uh, Next we need some masala, and we need onions, etc. So coming to the fish curry, we need fish, and we need turmeric, and what water will be required, and oil is required. And later, what is the another requirement to make a fish curry? Turmeric. Next, here also masala is required. So these are some of the ingredients. So don't worry if you know another ingredients, just add those that. So what we'll be doing what we'll be doing in this ingredient network is that, so we'll be making a clusters of different components to making a chicken curry. What are the requirements? We need chicken, spices, masala, onions, as well as the oil and water. Wow. Coming to the fish curry, we need fish as well as mutton, as well as the masala, as well as the turmeric and oil and water also. So this is what we will be doing in a ingredient network. So if this is a small curry community and this is one of the community, so if there are thousands of recipes in the world, so they will make a huge network. That is, for example, consider this as a one recipe, and this as a one recipe, so on. There are many recipes in the entire world. So this nodes represent each recipe. So there will be some or the other relation between them. For example, coming to fish and chicken curry, they share the oil and water are the main two ingredients which are common, as well as the masala is common. So that is what we will be doing here. So for each and every community, there might be a one relation item, relation or any special item which will be common in all the nodes. So that is what we will be dealing in ingredient network. So if there is any relation between, for example, if fish need the oil to fry, so we'll be making a link to it. For example, if I want to go to my home, so there must be a link to my home and me, that is I should know the address of my house. So that is the link we'll be making in ingredient network. So as we all know that recipe collections are repositories of ingredient combinations, and cooking methods whose large scale variety yield interesting insights and about the fundamentals of cooking and user preferences. For example, if I want to make a chapati, we need wheat flour, water, some curry. So these are my requirements. Or if you want to make another type of dish, so that is your requirements. On your user preferences, we'll be making each and every recipe. So in network also, based on our connections and social networking sites, as well as the connections you want to make, so you will be expanding your each and every network. For example, coming to LinkedIn, to get a chance to get a job, so you will be connecting with each and every HR of company, so that you can share your resume and get any job. So later what we'll be doing is that ingredient network is classified into two types, that is complement network and another one is the substitution network. So let me first draw the workflow of the ingredient network. So then later we'll be moving into the classification of the ingredient network. So how the recipe recommendation using ingredient network works. So there is a small flowchart. Recipe recommendation using ingredient networks. So recipe recommendation, actually we are working on the uh, recipe rating. So we'll be working on the recipe rating, so which recipe is the best to suit, that is what we'll be doing. So recipe recommendation using ingredient network. So this is all the ingredient network works and how this ingredient network works. And what we'll be doing is that, so first one we will be having the information systems. So from the information systems, for example, if the user enters I need the chicken, so we have to make a list of the items which is made from the chicken curry. Then we have to use the application, so that based on the user interest as well as the cost he is affecting, we'll be giving the food item to him. So later after he receives that, we'll be doing the data mining techniques. That is what we'll be doing all the applications on the rating of the food, as well as the amount he has paid. So based on all the applications, we'll be making each and every note. So what is the flow chart? We'll be first gathering the requirements, that is information systems. Then later we'll be moving to the information system applications. Then what we'll be doing, data mining. So data mining I will explain in next video, what is data mining and what are its types and all those. So if a user entered I need fish curry, so we need to show a menu of fish curry, fish item. For example, fish roll, fish roll, fish fry, fish fry, fish so something or the other. So we have to make each and every menu here, so that user pick one of his favorite item, and then later based on his review as well as the cost he has paid, we will be making an analysis for future for making the product better. I hope this flow chart is clear too. Let us move to the recipe mining. Recipe mining. So what is recipe mining? Recipe mining is nothing but the methods we'll be using to make a dish. What are the methods which are required to make a recipe? For example, the region, based on your region or the location you are staying, so we'll be changing our food items. For example, if we are staying in the north, we'll be mostly eating chapatis, puris, all those, and when coming to the south regions, we'll be mostly eating the rice. So based on the region also, we'll be changing our food habits and all based on the ingredients available to make a curry. For example, if you don't have anything in your house, what we'll be doing, with the limited requirements, you will try to make a different dish. So that is what we'll be doing. Or if you want to predict if you want to compare these two dishes of same company. For example, if your mother makes chicken curry, as well as your neighboring auntie also makes chicken curry, then later we'll be seeing that what is the most difference, or in the taste, or in the color, or in the ingredients they have used, or the masala they have used. So all this comes under recipe mining. So I will write what are the types. So cooking, First one is cooking methods. So what I told in cooking method is nothing but the regional preferences. So based on our regions, we'll be changing our food items. So cooking methods are nothing but the regional preferences. For example, if we are staying in south, mostly we'll be dealing with rice, water, vegetables, sometimes idli, puri, dosa. So these type of items comes under different category, and mostly we'll be dealing with the rice, water, vegetables, and some sort of snacks. So all these things, if you stay in south, these are all the requirements mostly we'll be dealing with. That is what comes under cooking methods. So based on your regional preferences, we'll be making a list of the items which are mostly used. For example, if you stay in north, so rice and water will be in limited. Mostly they will be depending on the dosa, puri, chapati, etc. So that is what the regional preferences is. So coming to the another recipe mining is nothing but the based on the ingredients. Based on the ingredients. So what comes under based on ingredients means, for example, if you want to make a fish curry, I have already told that. So we need the combination of ingredients. So for example, if fish is the main requirement for to make a fish curry, if fish is not there, what will be another alternative? We'll be making another type dish. So that is what kind of ingredients. So we'll be try to combine the ingredients, or we'll try to modify the ingredients. So that is the one of the recipe mining. What we'll be doing will be combining the ingredients. So what we'll be doing, modifying the ingredients. It all depends upon ourselves that we need to add or not. For example, if you consider Hindu people, so they will be mostly to make a rice, they will be mostly using in water. When as coming to the Marathi people, Marathi or Marwadi people, what they will do, they will add they will also add salt in the rice water. So they feel that the salt should not be added in the curries, so we'll be adding the salt in the rice itself. So that is was the difference between the regionals and the ingredients they can modify. For example, coming to the Hindus, they didn't add the salt in the salt to prepare rice. So but whereas coming to the Marwadi community, so they have added the salt. So that is what it depends on. So whether to combine or whether to modify any dish, it depends upon yourself. So coming to the another one, that is known as predicting rating. So what is predicting rating? I have already told that if you have two curries of your, one is prepared by your mother and one is prepared by your auntie, so we'll be comparing we'll be comparing two recipes, that what is the difference in the taste, or what is the difference in the color, what is the or the masala we use. So based on that, we'll be ranking that our mother's curry is not good, or auntie curry is super. So we'll be all depending on those, the type of parameters, or the food, or the boiling time they have used. All these parameter will be considered. So coming to the combining of ingredients. So next one is the combining ingredients. So in combining ingredients, I already told you that if the Marwadis will be adding rice plus water plus salt. So this is one of the technique. They will be adding each and every thing they required. For example, if you want to eat a banana, so banana alternative is nothing but the blackberries. So that is what. For example, if you want to eat an apple, so what is this alternative? So in place of apple, we can't eat corn, right? So this is what the comes under combining ingredients. So based on the requirement and the specification, for example, take salt and crystal salt. What we'll be doing, for example, if in our home salt is not present, so we'll be adding crystal salt. So in place of this we'll be adding this one. So later we'll be discussing about the replacement substitution ingredients also. This is one of the substitution ingredient. So in combination of also we'll be discussing this only. So don't worry, that is the combining ingredients. So we'll be combining each and every ingredient to make a special curry. For example, take tomato curry. We need tomatoes, we need water, we need spices, we need coriander. So all these are different ingredients. So we have what we have done, we have combined each and every ingredient to make a one special item that is known as the tomato curry community. So in social networking we define it as community, but generally we'll be saying that it is a tomato curry. So that is what we'll be doing in combining ingredients. So let us move to the type of ingredient networks. Ingredient networks. So there are two types of ingredient networks. That is, one is complement network and another one is substitution network. So ingredient network is classified into two types. One is complement network and another one is substitute network. So let us discuss complement network. So complement network is nothing but which captures ingredients tend to do co-occur frequency. That is known as the, for example, if you take tomato and oil. So if there is a chance of this toward correlation, then we will be saying that there is a complementary network. So what we'll be doing that, for example, if you want to make any curry, we need oil. So we'll be saying that to make any oil is the main requirement. So we will be saying that, so there occurs a co-occur frequently. So what we'll be saying that, so to make an each and every curry, oil is the basic requirement thing, or we need some water to add it, or we need some spices to add it. So these are all comes under complement network. So complement network means that complement network captures, so complement network captures the captures which ingredients tend to co-occur frequently. So we'll be seeing we'll be having two items or nodes. So we'll be dealing in that. So how much the other is influencing the other, that is what it is. Frequently and is composed of two large communities. So let us take this is dish 1. So this is dish dish 2. So what will we doing? So this one might have one type of item. This to make a dish 1 we require different types of items, and to make a dish 2 we need another different types of items. So what we'll be doing in that, so if the dish 1 has the same requirements of the dish 2, so we'll be correlating we'll be saying that there is some correlation between the each and every dish. For example, dish 1 and dish 2 required oil, and dish 1 and dish 2 required also water, and if what is the main requirement, then we need masala. So we'll be saying that there is a one relation between each and every dish. So this act as a betweenness centrality also. For example, if there is nothing, if there are no combination of the items which are in the both dish 1 and dish 2, we'll be saying that it is a complement network. So let us come to the algorithm of the complement network. what we'll be doing in algorithm. So nodes are nothing but the ingredients. Nodes are ingredients. So we'll make each and every ingredients as a node. So what we'll be doing, so it is an undirected dead, so we'll be using a point-wise mutual information, that is how much this node is influencing the oil node, as well as the oil node how much it is influencing the other one. So if there is a mutual one, we'll be considering it as P of A comma B, that is the recipe of containing A comma B. If they are nothing, that we'll be doing it in a different way. So we'll be calculating based on the point wise mutual information. So we will be calculating point wise mutual information, that is PMI. PMI is equal to logarithm of probability of A comma B by probability of A into probability of B. So this is the formula to calculate the complement network. So what is probability of A comma B? So probability of A comma B is nothing but the number of recipes containing both A comma B, containing A and B. So that is what probability. So we will be seeing that the number of recipes contains the this dish as well as the this dish items. So coming to probability of A, is nothing but the number of recipes containing A by number of recipes. Here also make a note, number of recipes. So we are trying to find the probability, right? So number of recipes, and what is probability of B is nothing but the number of recipes containing B by number of recipes containing B by number of recipes. So we have what we have done. So we have calculated the PMI, that is point wise mutual information, from each and every recipe. Now what we should do, we should find the review. Or the rating. So how we'll be finding if PMI, that is PMI that equal to 0.09 or PMI less than or equal to 0.001, we'll be saying that it is a good recipe, or we'll be saying that there is some fault in the recipe. So what will be how will be rating recipe rating and PMI of the ingredients pair of its ingredient pairs. So what we'll be doing in that, if mean and maximum of PMI, so there is no correlation with the rating. That if mean of the probability of each and every recipe is equal to the minimum of the PMI, that then we'll be saying that there is no correlation between them. What is correlation? There is some relation between them. For node A, it certainly should be having a relation between the node B. That for example, if to make a curry, so definitely we need some oil. So that is the relation we know want. But what is the maximum value of PMI? So maximum of PMI are nothing but the range of PMI is 0.09 to 0.001. That is the range of the probabilities. So what I have told before. So maximum, so mean and maximum of PMI, which results to no correlation with rating. So there is no correlation with rating, so it doesn't affect the rating process. So coming to another one, that is the maximum of PMI. So what is the maximum PMI value? That P is equal to 0.09 or P must be less than or 0.001. So this is a range where we say that it is a PMF is affecting the ingredients. So let us consider the ingredients complementary network structure. Complement network, component network structure. So how it will be complementary network structure? Complementary network structure is nothing but the group of all the requirement queries or the items will be combining into a group together, and what we'll be doing, we'll be finding if there are any relation between all those ingredients. So this might be a one curry, and this might be a one community, and this might be a one community. So what we'll be doing, for example, if you want to make a butter milk, we need butter, we need milk, we need sugar, we need water. So if you want to make a curry, so this is buttermilk, so buttermilk community, and this is chicken community, this is chicken community, butter community. So what are the requirements to make a chicken curry? We need chicken, we need oil, and what are the requirements? We need oil, then we need masala. So these are some of them. So to make a fish curry, what we need required fish, we required water, and so we require water to write. So make this graph big. So we required water as well as we required masala also, masala too. So this is one of the community structure. So in exam, if you want to draw anything, just it depends upon your choice. So which curry has to choose, or which community, or you can make a dots of it and you can connect to each and every node. So that may be one of the community structure. So now let us go to the correlation between the ingredient modification. What is correlation? Is nothing but the relation between each and every ingredients. So coming to the substitution network. So the another one is, so this is all about community network. So let us come to the substitution network. So what is substitution network? Substitution network is nothing but in place of those ingredients or the recipes, we'll be replacing it with another one.